Hey, what's up guys? It's Scares here. Now our first story of today comes from CallMeCarson. So just yesterday, Carson actually showed up on someone's Twitch stream, and this happened completely randomly. Now this was on Mizkif's Twitch stream. Now Mizkif is a huge streamer, he's doing great right now, and he had tens of thousands of live viewers when out of nowhere, Carson just appeared on his stream.
Oh, wrong room. Is this the bathroom? Where's the bathroom?
The bathroom's down the hall. Look at it.
Wait, who's that? Get back here! Get back here! Wait, get back here!
Now, for those of you who don't know, Carson was a massive creator and he was very well known in the community. I'm sure many of you watched his videos before, and he ended up leaving YouTube and leaving this whole community and social media a few months ago because he was embroiled in some pretty serious controversy. There were allegations made against him that he was grooming an underage fan. Now, keep in mind, the age gap was very small here. The fan was apparently 17 while Carson was 19 years old. So there were people that were defending Carson as well. I mean, this was a very serious situation though, and Carson has gotten a lot of backlash because of this. But Carson had a huge appearance on Mizkif's stream yesterday, and this is one of the first times we've seen him on a stream on Twitch since he left social media. And on this stream, Carson really confirms that he is going to be coming back soon. Just watch this.
But yeah, thanks for the shirt or whatever.
Thank you. For viewers like you. Chat, I don't have fans over often, okay? It's a big deal. It's a big deal.
Also, people are gonna put this on YouTube or something, so and I'm sure you will too. I'll be back soon, like real soon. Later.
Bye, Carson.
So while many fans are happy to see that Carson is going to come back soon, there are now many people on Twitter that are trying to cancel Carson again because of these grooming allegations that happened earlier this year. One person posted a whole thread here saying, "Sorry to ruin your day, but Carson literally came on Mizkif's stream, acted like nothing happened, said, 'I love you, Twitter,' and then left. I can't believe people still support that man after all the shit that has come out. Reminder that he is still a groomer. Also, literally all of his friends cut ties with him, so that should tell you something. He literally reduced everything that's happened to, oh, it's Twitter. I think his whole I've changed thing was that he went to therapy, and yet his first public appearance was him mocking Twitter and not, apologizing or acknowledging the huge elephant in the room. And now there are people going after Mizkif for having Carson on his stream. The massive Twitch streamer xQc also spoke on Carson coming back recently, and xQc says that he thinks Carson probably had a lot of options of people trying to get with him because he was big on YouTube, and that Carson should not have went with a younger fan like this. Even though the age gap might have not been big, he still is upset with Carson for picking a fan that was underage when he says here that Carson probably had a lot more girls in his DMs trying to get with him.
Not only does it create a power dynamic, but also you can like choose or whatever. Okay, I'm sure he was getting probably hundreds of DMs from hundreds or dozens of people. Dozens. Yet, this is a choice that was made. This is not a coincidence. This is the choice that was made. Multiple choices and validations. And through all the other options, that was chosen. So it's like, I don't want people go out of the way to downplay it. I don't make too big of a deal about it, because it's kind of like, okay, yeah, it's illegal there, yeah, but, I mean, but why though? But why? It's nearly 2 years. How do you not understand?
So while some people on Twitter are very upset with Carson coming back, there are YouTubers that are now defending Carson, saying that he never groomed anyone because of the age difference. The YouTuber Cabos tweeted this out. He says, "Carson did not groom anybody, so please shut up." Now, the next story for today's video comes from the massive YouTube content creators Keemstar and Klein. And I'm sure many of you know who Keemstar and Ethan are. They're huge on YouTube. They both run massive channels. And last year, these two had the biggest YouTube feud I've ever seen, okay? They both were just going at each other on YouTube. They made multiple videos on each other. They made tons of posts on social media about each other. And ever since then, Keemstar has been very upset with YouTube because he feels like he was unfairly treated during that situation. He was suspended from the YouTube Partner Program. They ended up age restricting a video of his. I mean, he was dealing with a lot of issues on YouTube. He feels like YouTube just completely screwed with him while protecting Ethan Klein during that situation. Well, last week, Keemstar and Ethan were in another YouTube controversy, and this is because of Keemstar's new girlfriend. So Keemstar has a new girlfriend, and she is 20 years old, okay? Now, Keemstar himself is almost 40 years old, but obviously this girlfriend of his is of age, okay? It's not like she's underage or anything, and many people are saying that this is no big deal, but there definitely are some fans that are upset with Keemstar for dating someone who is so much younger than him, and there are some YouTubers who have called him out over this. Now, Ethan was one of these YouTubers. In one of Ethan's recent podcasts on the H3 podcast channel, he talked about Keemstar dating someone so much younger than him, and Ethan himself made a lot of jokes about Keemstar and his girlfriend during this podcast, and some people felt like these jokes went too far, and Keemstar made a Twitter video about this where he talked about how he feels like YouTube is favoriting Ethan over him because Ethan is able to make these crazy jokes about him on his podcast.
You know, I'm so sick of this one-sided bullshit, right? You know, in 2020, when Ethan Klein had the content nuke on me, right? I was tweeting pictures of horses at him, fucking with him. I was trolling him, messing with him, right? YouTube literally hits me up basically saying that, you know, I can be kicked out of the partnership program for bullying harassment if I continue this, right? So I don't, right? All I want to do is talk shit to these motherfuckers. That's all I want to do. But I can't because YouTube will kick me out of the partnership program, right? If I do that. I literally have the emails here threatening me that that's going to happen. Can't do creator on creator harassment. But Ethan Klein has made about 50 videos breaking TOS, breaking the bullying and harassment thing. And listen, I'm not a little baby. I can take it. But they're silencing me where I can't talk back. Now he uploads this video with someone that's supposed to be my new girlfriend. It's like a fake person calling in, and they're like, yeah, Keem's got a little dick. Keem's doesn't work. And am I over here crying about it? Absolutely not. But let me talk back. I really want to know, Susan, Team YouTube, everybody at YouTube, why is it Keemstar versus H3H3 and YouTube staff? Explain that to me. Why is there blatant favoritism? I have the emails. I have all the proof to back it up. Why is Ethan Klein getting special treatment? Explain it. Explain it. Why is it other YouTubers versus Ethan Klein and YouTube staff? Please explain it to all of us right now why he's getting special privileges.
So Keemstar posted this video to Twitter and it completely blew up. And then very quickly afterwards, YouTube removed Ethan's podcast. That's right. Ethan Klein now has strikes on his podcast channel and he is now suspended from YouTube for a week. So unlike last year where Keemstar was dealing with a lot of issues with YouTube because he was going after Ethan, now Ethan is dealing with issues on YouTube because he was making jokes about Keemstar. And YouTube has confirmed here that they removed H3's podcast because it violated their harassment policy. Now, Keemstar himself was one of the first people to tweet about this when it happened, and he responded to H3 getting these strikes on his channel. This video has around 500,000 views on Twitter.
You know, I should be jumping up and down happy, but I'm just not. I'm not happy, right? Justice has been served. 2 videos of Ethan Klein and Gila Klein and the H3H3 podcast were taken down for violating terms of service of YouTube. Him getting 2 strikes, I don't know. I can only guess, but I'm sure he probably can't upload for a while, can't stream. And quite frankly, he deserves it. It's well overdue. The stuff that is said on that podcast to bully and harass other creators would never fly on anyone else's channel. You know, it's been suspect and alleged that Ethan Klein played a big role in getting my video taken down, giving me a warning on my channel, getting Leafy's channel completely deleted. And if you go back and you look at Leafy's content and the reasons in which his channel went down, that is very tame to what happens on the H3H3 podcast. I know many will look at this and see it as Keemstar versus Ethan Klein, and this is just another story in the endless fight and the endless saga. It's much bigger than that, all right? That show has been harassing so many fucking creators, so many fucking YouTubers, right? And it would be fine if we had rules where we could talk shit back, bully back, harass back, but we can't. Everyone has to play by the fucking rules, and this guy doesn't have to. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if more fucking videos get taken down from him now that YouTube's actually doing something. I don't know why he was protected before and why this went on as long as it did, but I must say I am, I guess, happy that YouTube's finally doing something. This is well fucking deserved.
So Ethan from H3H3 quickly responded to Keemstar. He says, Keemstar in the ultimate hypocrisy has cried to YouTube about me making fun of his creepy ass dating a 20-year-old. He called her fresh cheeks. Now we are suspended for a week. This is after he lied and cried about me getting him suspended, which I had nothing to do with. And he somehow knew this information before we did and posted immediately, meaning that he 100% was talking with YouTube about it. Imagine being this much of a hypocrite. See you guys in a week. Ethan then tweeted this out. He says, just a reminder that Keemstar and his audience harassed my wife and I for a whole summer. Keemstar sent me multiple pictures of horses to imply that my wife looks like a horse. 1 year later, he is tagging the CEO of YouTube because he was teased for dating a 20-year-old. This man is a coward. So this is definitely another case of YouTube putting their foot down when it comes to creator on creator harassment, but there are some YouTubers that disagree with this. They feel like creators should be able to go after each other on YouTube, and this used to be the case before YouTube changed their rules a few years ago. Muda from Some Ordinary Gamer tweeted this out. He says, man, we should just be allowed to bully each other on YouTube. Fuck strikes, just go full mask off and rip on each other like no tomorrow. Now, other creators had a completely different take on this. They feel like YouTube would be better if both H3H3 and Keemstar were banned. The YouTuber known as The Quartering tweeted this out. He says, to be honest, the YouTube ecosystem would be measurably improved if both H3H3 and Keemstar were banned. They both make us all look bad. And the next story for today comes from the massive anime YouTuber known as Totally Not Mark. Now, you guys might know who Mark is. He's huge on YouTube. He makes a lot of videos on Dragon Ball, and he's made a lot of videos on One Piece as well. Well, it turns out that Toei Animation, the animation company that makes a lot of these shows, have decided to go after him recently, and they have copyright claimed many of his big videos. And Mark is very upset with this. He tweeted out a couple days ago saying, don't become a YouTuber. Today, I woke up to several of my most popular videos being nuked by Toei, and my most recent Dragon Ball review being one of them. It will take over a year to get all of these back. Exhausted from doing this, I'll try to get these on my Patreon today. So Mark is obviously very frustrated with YouTube right now, and a lot of anime YouTubers have had to deal with these shows and these animation companies taking down their videos, even though their videos might be seen as fair use. And it looks like a lot of anime YouTubers are having their videos copyright claimed ever since Toei announced the new Dragon Ball movie. And you have many anime YouTubers showing their support for Mark here. Actually, one of the top anime YouTubers, Nux Taku, responded to Mark saying, don't be an anime YouTuber. I'm sorry you gotta deal with this. Now, the YouTube support Twitter responded to him saying that he can dispute the claims to try to get his videos reinstated on YouTube. And he responded saying, this doesn't work. Speaking from experience, I've won every battle, but it involves going through months of waiting back and forth on a single video, thus killing the momentum of the video. The notion that at my channel size, I don't understand the dispute process is laughable. Go back to sleep. And our next story for today's video comes from the massive YouTuber Fraser K. Now, you guys might know who K is. We talked about it in our video last month where he was involved in a very big crypto scam. It was called Save the Kids. Now, this was a huge crypto scandal, okay? This was a coin that a lot of big YouTubers had promoted, and it was supposed to save the kids. A lot of this was supposed to go towards helping children, but many people who invested into this coin have ended up losing a ton of money, okay? The coin immediately dropped a lot in value, and many of these big YouTubers who promoted this coin decided to actually sell this coin themselves. Now, the YouTuber CoffeeZilla made a video exposing this whole thing, and this is one of the biggest controversies of this summer. And K ended up getting kicked from FaZe Clan because of this. Well, ever since all of this controversy, K has been desperately trying to clear his name. He even went so far as to threaten a lawsuit against CoffeeZilla, the guy who was trying to expose this coin. And just last night, K posted a new video on the situation where he says what really happened with Save the Kids. And K tries to further defend himself here by claiming that it was not completely his fault. Apparently, most of the blame should be on another well-known creator. This guy's name is Sam Pepper. Now, for those of you guys who don't know who Sam Pepper is, he is notorious in the crypto community. There are people in the crypto scene that call him Scam Pepper because they feel like he has promoted very sketchy coins before to his audience. Well, in this video, K shows that Sam Pepper was behind the Save the Kids promotional video. He was the guy directing this. He was telling people what to do during this video. And K shows here that Sam Pepper clearly had huge involvement with this Save the Kids coin.
Currently, it's looking extremely likely that these wallets were owned by one single person. So that means that one individual owned 12.24% of the total supply, which is obviously insane. They then proceeded to dump these tokens almost immediately due to the well code that Sam had changed. More than that, the blockchain detectives that I hired over the past few weeks have found reasonable evidence that suggests that many of these wallets connect back to Sam himself, meaning that he would technically be that one big individual owner. One of his public wallets, which is known to be this, has been connected to another wallet, which is also without a doubt his. We know this because he sent funds back and forth from Sam's public wallet multiple times, interacting with it in different ways. This wallet then received payments from several other people that Sam brought into the pre-sale, and again, quote unquote people, I don't know who they are or if they are just Sam himself. It's very clear that whoever controlled these was moving funds across to many other wallets to make it look like they weren't owning as much of the total supply that they actually did. And their transactions were also in clusters of the same small amount, further proving that this was one person. So we've added up the total profit from these wallets, and it's insane amount, $333,643. This is how much it looks like Sam made. I will never be seen, associated, or working with Sam Pepper ever again. It's very clear that his actions caused an incredible amount of damage, and ultimately he only has his own interests at heart. And I really want to apologize about being led by somebody that I should not have trusted so much. I should have invested more of my time into really understanding what went on instead of relying on others, and for this I hold my hands up.
So obviously Kay is trying to convey to us that Sam Pepper was the mastermind of this whole thing. He was the guy that really screwed up in the situation, and Sam Pepper has completely ignored this whole situation. He's still going on and tweeting about NFTs and crypto on his Twitter account, but he has not said anything about the situation since, and there's a lot of fans that are responding to him, calling him out over this, and many of these fans are getting just blocked. Okay, their Twitter accounts are being completely blocked by Sam Pepper. He wants nothing to do with anyone who is calling him out over this. Now, the person who originally exposed this whole Save the Kids scandal, CoffeeZilla, tweeted this out. He says, "Our reporting comes out looking solid, though I'm sad that Kay chose to make everything seem like it's Sam Pepper's fault. Yes, Sam Pepper is a scumbag, but Kay also dumped coins repeatedly, not just Save the Kids. Kay just played the innocent victim, and he's not. The more I think about Kay playing the victim, the more it infuriates me. He literally admits to owning the pre-sale wallet of Save the Kids, but says in the same breath that he was ignorant about how crypto works. Just take some damn accountability. Don't believe everything you hear from a guy who investigates himself. I will be responding." Now, our final story for today comes from Twitch. So recently, a lot of big streamers have been upset with Twitch because they feel like they are not dealing with the largest problem on the platform right now, and that is hate raids. So what's been happening is a lot of smaller and even bigger streamers have been dealing with these raids on their channels where a bunch of bots will just come into their chat and they'll say very offensive things, some of the worst things ever to these streamers, and sometimes these are comments about the streamer's race, the streamer's ethnicity. I mean, it gets very, very brutal and just awful, and a lot of these streamers are upset with these hate raids because they're getting more and more common on Twitch.
I really hope this is a learning experience for everyone. Like, this is not about me, this is about us. Like, so keep that in mind when you see other people streaming, when you see other small people like trying to make their way in a space. It's like, I understand people saying it's not about race, but it is. It really fucking is. It's literally about space, because let's be honest, those messages in chat said the N-word. With the hard ER. Let's be honest, those messages in chat called me the hard ER for existing. I wasn't talking about anything political. I wasn't saying anything about being black, being proud of being black. I was just playing a game. And it just happened to me. So I think for my health, for the rest of the stream, I'm gonna go on no cam mode, because I really hate when people see me like this.
Now, the streamer known as Critical Bard called this out just a few days ago. He posted a video about this on Twitter, and this video has over 300,000 views. Just watch this.
Hi, my name's Omega Jones, also known as the Critical Bard. I am a full-time Twitch partnered streamer. I've been a partner for over a year now, but that's not important. What's important is simple. When marginalized creators on this platform, specifically people of color, tell you that Twitch needs to do better, just listen. People like to act like hate raids and follow bots that say some horrible ass shit don't exist, allow me to show you example 1, aka what just happened about 20 minutes ago on my channel. Just pay attention to the right for a second, will you? Just minding my business. Yeah, I'm missing something I should not be missing, but it's okay. Wow. Wow. This is what we're doing right now. I honestly don't need to continue. Twitch, do fucking better. End of story.
And that's it for our video today, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, please be sure to leave a thumbs up, and I'll see you later. Peace.